Welcome back to This Shouldn't Work, the show. Today we have Jared Elbers, our jack of all trades, fucking music mogul, and one of our bestest of friends from Bishop. Welcome to the show, Jared.
What's up, man?
Thank you for last minute coming on. I know we had plans to go to a show tonight, and then it all just kind of lined, and we were like, dude, come jump on the show. And you actually watched the show. So out of the 34 to what? No, we're at 42 now. 42 subscribers. We got one. Wait, do you subscribe?
Yes.
Okay, we got one. Jared, how old are you?
I'm 34 years old.
34 years old.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Where are you from?
From Bishop, California.
Tell us where that even is.
Well, I mean, if you're from Reno, it's about 3.5 hours south of Reno. We live like right at the face of the Eastern Sierra Mountains, about an hour south of Mammoth Mountain. It's really beautiful. We live right between two mountain ranges, so in between the Whites and the Sierras.
So are you born and raised in Bishop?
Yeah, I was born there and never left. Lived on the same property my whole life.
God's country.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful.
So, tell us a little bit more about yourself currently. So we're 34. We went to school? What else did we do?
So when I was 6 years old, I started racing motocross. I did that until I was about 19. Got to travel all over the country racing. My sister, she was pro. She actually got second in the nation for women's pro back in 2003. I picked up guitar when I was 14 years old and just kind of never put it down, and music has just been my life ever since. So, and right now I'm currently working at a gas station.
Working at a gas station, just biding time for when that lightning strikes. Because we were already talking about it as we were driving around today, you know, because your formula is super accurate. And we'll dive into that later in the podcast when we talk about the formula. Since you are a musician, and a lot of musicians do watch this show and or podcast, this is just a great way to do it, in my opinion. So, but let's backdate it just a little bit, okay? We are baby Jared. We are born and raised in Bishop. You said you started dirt biking at 6. Is that like common to be that young and be like on a dirt bike?
Yes, yeah, it's pretty common. My dad raced motocross when he was younger, and I remember he just had this CR 500 when I was a kid, and he used to take me for rides on it, and I fell in love with it, and I used to beg my dad and my grandma to buy me a motorcycle, so they did when I was 6 on my 6th birthday, and that's kind of where it all started.
Right on. So, 6th birthday, you got your first bike. Where do we take it? Do we just go straight to dirt? Do we take it on a road? What are we doing?
Well, the first thing I did was I rode it into my grandma's pond, so yeah, that was
awesome,
yeah.
That was the first thing you did?
That was the very first thing I did. I rode it straight into the pond.
No.
Completely submerged it.
Dude, was your dad
I was
pissed?
covered in mud. No.
No, did he laugh his ass off for us?
Oh, yeah,
Dude.
my grandma and my dad were both laughing at me.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you fix it? Did you bring it out as like a bike toast after it goes and gets waterlogged like that, or can you still fix it?
It was still fine because it was still running. Like if the motor would have shut off, it probably would have gotten water into the motor. But no, it was still running, and yeah, started racing it when I was 6.
So the rule of thumb: if your bike gets wet, keep it running.
Pretty much.
Keep that water out of that fucker.
Yeah. Don't try to start it underwater. Yeah, that's for sure.
Right on. So, the passion for motocross sets. So, how do you get into even like competing or anything? Where does that start? Because you said your dad already did it. Already ignited the passion in you. Mm-hmm. So we start doing the actual thing. Where do we start? So we go from the pond to where?
So yeah, like my first race was at our local fairgrounds there, and they had arena cross races, and that's when I started racing, and eventually it just kind of led to, like, I was doing really good. I think my first race I got 2nd place, and then yeah, that just kind of led into going out of town and racing more, and And yeah, my dad's spending all of his money on it.
Where does your mind go, being that it's your very first race ever and you get second place? What does that high feel like?
I was just like super motivated, and like that's all I wanted to do. Like I was so stoked on it, and yeah, I basically lived, breathed, and ate it for a while.
How long from 6 did you dirt bike?
I stopped racing when I was 19.
19?
Yes.
And you said you picked up guitar at 14.
Yes.
Okay, so there is a 5-year lull where you're kind of like juggling the two?
Yeah, I was doing both, and eventually I just kind of realized playing guitar didn't hurt as bad as racing. So
That is the realest thing I think anybody has said. Really? So how did we discover the guitar?
Well, I started going to this continuation school, and they had a guitar class there, and
That's so sick.
yeah, it was cool. I wasn't able to like join the guitar class until like I was going there for a while, but I ended up meeting a friend, and his name was Jimmy Huber, and the first time that I met him, like we just like walked down to this church on our lunch break, and we were like smoking weed down at this church. And then
That's so awesome, dude.
yeah, and we were just like hanging out, and he told me he plays guitar, and I heard him play it, and I was just completely fucking blown away by how good he was. And that's kind of just when I wanted a guitar. My grandma, she went to the our local music store that we had back in the day, and she bought me this little like off-brand, like it was like a Fender. It was like an off-brand Fender basically, but yeah, it was
like a Yamaha.
Yeah, it was called a Tradition.
A Tradition?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out Tradition guitars. We don't know if they still make them, but hey, way to get the kids in the game, baby.
Yeah, she bought me that and a little like custom amp, little tiny thing. And I started playing on that, and my friend Jimmy was showing me some stuff, and I kind of just like learned off of him for a while, and yeah, that's where it all started, and I still have that guitar.
Dude, what a good friend, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's super rad for somebody to show you something that you're so passionate and then like get you into it and be like, dude, play with me. Like that's so rare nowadays for people to like have a talent and want to share it with somebody and also like get them at your level. You know, it's usually like, no, don't watch me, bro. And like, you know, it's everything so gate kept, you know?
Yeah.
So that, dude, shout out your friend. That's fucking super dope.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace, Jimmy.
Rest in peace, Jimmy.
Yep.
Thank you. You gave us Jared.
Yeah, definitely.
So 14, first guitar, got into it. Did you instantly know you were serious about it at that time, or did it take those 5 years before you stopped dirt biking, before you're like, you know what, this is it for me, like I'm playing guitar now?
No, as soon as I started playing, like, and I like learned my first riff, I think it was Crazy Train from Ozzy. And yeah, it was just that's the riff.
Don't sue us.
That was it. But yeah, I just like that's how I am though. Like if I start doing something that I like I get obsessed with it, like absolutely obsessed. And so yeah, that's.
Bro, I'm trying to think of like the very first guitar riff that I played. I think it was like "Damn It" from like Blink 182 or some shit. I could not play that now if you asked me to at all.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's funny shit. So, instant from the get-go. Now, when you started playing guitar and you started playing with your homie, was it like in your stomach, like, dude, I am gonna start a band?
Yeah, like I really wanted to. There wasn't really all that many musicians around.
I mean, that's tough being in Bishop, right? Like,
yeah. It's
what's your population out there, dude?
fuck. Honestly, I think it's like 7,000.
I'll post it right here so you can see this phenomenon that we're talking about. Continue, and I apologize for interrupting.
Yeah, wait, what was the question again?
As the population was, and then you're also talking about like starting a band, and it's very tough because there's nobody really in Bishop. You gotta be like, hey man, it's kind of like whoever's there doing it, you kind of got to get in with it, right?
Yeah. So there was like just a couple of us that would like play guitar together, and it was like nothing serious at all. But then this guy I know, his name's Billy. He invited me to go over to his band practice one night, and I was like 17 then, and so I went over there and checked him out, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are good. And then, yeah, I hung out with him, and then by the end of the night, Billy was taking me home, and he was just like, hey, so the guys wanted to ask if you wanted to join the band, because I played a little bit of guitar over there with them. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, fuck yeah, well. And so that's when I started playing in a band, and my first band was Erebus.
Say that name again.
Erebus.
Do you have the logo for that still?
Yes.
You need to send that to me so I can post it in this podcast.
Definitely. I have it tattooed right here, actually.
So, first band, what age were you at in your first band?
I was 17.
17?
Yeah.
Damn. Early on.
That's pretty early.
Dude.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, when I say that, I feel like I get sick when I say it. I'm like,
Dude,
when did you start playing music? It was like my first out-of-town show was at 16.
Yeah, I can't believe that I've already been playing guitar for almost 21 years now. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Now, everybody always wants to ask this question too. 21 years, are you good?
No, definitely not. Not where I want to be, that's for sure.
You hear that, ladies?
Yeah. Don't listen to my wrist.
Persistence. So when you got in your first band, was it anything you thought it was going to be?
No, not really. I mean, a lot of people did like us and everything, but it was just hard for us to like get out of town and play a lot of shows, just because like money situation, people's jobs, and shit like that. And that's kind of still the case.
Were you once again, how old were you when you started that band?
17.
17? And then shit. When did you guys actually play your first show?
What was my first show? I think my first show was at this little place called Mill Creek, just outside of Bishop.
There's an outside of Bishop?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
So it's like, there's like a little residential area that's like outside of Bishop, and there's like an old gas station there that they converted into like a venue on the inside.
Dude.
But they also have like
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's still there, but I don't know if they still do shows there. I don't think they do.
So, were you the only band on that bill?
No. There was my band, and then there was another local band called God's Disease.
Dude, you guys had rival bands in Bishop?
Yep.
7,000 people, and you guys still had rival bands. What is the local band scene like when it's even smaller? It's already like atrocious in like the biggest little city, you know, because like I could post a video. I almost want to post it right here. It's like this little kid, he's like pulling, I don't know, it's at Disney, they always have like the sword and the stone, and like not everybody can pull it out, and like this little kid actually like did it and started to come out, and then the minute it started coming out, a bunch of other kids were jumping on it and like pulling it out and like taking pictures of it, and that little kid was like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore. And I was like, that's what it feels like to be a local musician.
Yeah.
You know, like right
definitely.
there. The minute you do something awesome, or like you start to get even like a wind or something, everyone's like, and you're like, I don't even fucking care anymore.
Yeah.
You know? But what's it like in Bishop, being that like, how many venues do you have to play or access?
Like a long time ago, there was more, but now, like, if I throw shows, then we do have a place that we can do it. It's a place called Whiskey Creek, and they treat us pretty good, so.
Now, has Whiskey Creek always been a venue?
Yeah, they would have, like, live music there. They would never have, like, more extreme stuff at all.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I've played that venue, and you would think, like, a small community like that, right? Like, it wouldn't get wild. There's probably not going to be anybody there. You're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong. So any bands watching this, bro, hit up my boy Jared, because it is a phenomenal music scene out there. If you guys need a connecting date and just want some kids to come fucking blow that bitch up and party all night long with you. Like, they didn't, no one stopped.
Yeah.
They didn't stop. Like, we got yelled at, and they're like, take it inside, and then we just continued the show.
Yeah, the
Like,
cops came and made us fucking
dude, that was
stop playing outside.
That was so sick though, because they weren't even like shut it down. They're like, hey, move it inside.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the shows don't really happen there very often. I try not to do them like very often because I don't want to like burn people out on it. But when I do put them on, then fucking the town does show up and they like to get rowdy and have a good time. So.
No, it's always a good time out in Bishop, bro. So, first band, what was the connecting point? Because, like, how many bands up until now have you been in?
Dude, honestly, I've only been in 3 bands.
3?
3 bands.
Okay, I could say the same.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about the first band, how long it went, and then why it fell into the second band.
So, Erebus, I joined in when I was 17, and we went through a lot of lineup changes, and eventually it just kind of fizzled out. When I was 25, I believe. I think it was 25 was when the band officially like ended. It was like in the beginning of the year.
So that's like almost 10 years,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, we played for a long time. Yeah.
Okay, let's pause. Like going into that. So you're almost a decade into this band. What did you learn? What did you see? How many shows did you play? Did you put out any records?
We put out a couple of demos. We did play quite a few shows. We played up in Reno a lot, played in Tahoe quite a bit, and I met a lot of good friends up here from that. And then
dude, Tahoe, shout out Josh Leese.
Yeah, for real, shout out
I need
Josh
to get
Leese.
him on this fucking show, dude.
I agree 100%.
I love
Josh
that, dude.
Is a fucking man.
We can
dude.
never connect our schedules though, because like we're just both like the same person but on the opposite end.
Right.
It's just
Yeah. Yeah, I believe he's going down to race at Glen Helen today, is what he was saying.
that man's an animal.
He is.
I don't know where he's at half the time, bro.
Yeah.
He was always calling me from a different number too.
Dude, that is like one of the most extreme motherfuckers I know.
Dude, yes, genuine.
Yeah.
Genuine. That's what you can say about that fucking earth, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy that like Tahoe has a venue up there because of him, man. Like as far as perpetuating the scene up there.
Yeah.
And then now you got Bishop coming up there and then having the access to Reno. That's fucking badass. So can you because I had to sit down and try to figure out. I can never put on paper how many shows I've legitimately played.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But in that band, could you sum up how many shows you've played in that band?
It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, we did play quite a bit. Played with a lot of cool bands too. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to put a number on it.
Okay.
Not as much as you would think, because like we live out in the sticks, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like any venue close to Bishop was like a 4-hour fucking drive.
Are we talking like in the 20s, 30s shows, hundreds in that year? How many did we do?
I would probably say like in the 40s. Maybe.
That's pretty healthy, man.
Yeah.
Especially being a small town band.
Yeah.
I think everybody has like these crazy unrealistic expectations for like a local band to play like a bajillion shows, but when you're like smaller town based, it's like the opposite. It's like you can't play every weekend because everybody knows everybody. They get burnt out really quickly. I mean, come on, you guys got Spotify now and all that other BS. You get a bajillion songs, right? And then now people are writing AI records and putting them out there just for stream money.
Yep.
It hurts to say that, but that's exactly what it is, right? But what I feel, everybody's going to find the artistry in it again. So people like me and you got to keep going at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't stop at that and let it discourage you, because at some point we're going to lose the human aspect of what we're listening to, and we're going to be trying to find exactly what that was.
Yeah.
And then one motherfucker that's real is going to stand up there and sing into a guitar or like a microphone for the real, like first time. Everyone's going to go, oh, that's what we've been missing. Oh God, yeah, it sounds so good, but it's because it's not perfect, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what we love about music was the imperfection of it.
Yeah, it just
you know
makes
what I mean?
it more feel, You know
And
what I
people
mean?
that were good at it, they weren't like over the top. They were just really fucking talented and good at it, you know, but they will hit an off note or two and show that they're just like a human, and which is so cool,
Yeah.
you know, like to see even live or like hear on records and they're just
I
like,
love that.
just leave it. And
Yeah.
you're like, what a fucking G, dude.
Yeah.
Like I miss that to the core. So, and the reason I'm saying that is because like, I love that you've been sending me demos, and that's what it takes me to. It's just like this raw, back to I'm in my room with my dudes just recording what sounds good to us, and we're just gonna put it out there. We don't care,
Yeah.
you know. I think we've lost that
Yeah.
hardcore, so sorry to spout off on that. It just sparked what you told me, you know, just as far as unpreparedness, being like, well, we tried our best, we played as many shows as we could, right? Like, at what point did you know you needed t-shirts?
It's probably the first time I seen anybody selling merch, I guess. I don't know. Like,
I don't know why that was like such a foreign concept. Like, just getting into the game was like, you know, like I always felt like we needed t-shirts, but I didn't realize like how much everything cost, you know, what it took to manufacture one and everything. And then you see like what everybody was putting out. Like, that's why half of these record companies went bankrupt, dude.
Yeah.
It's because of those stupid like 50 color designs, bro.
dude, yeah. I can't imagine how much one of those would cost to make,
30 screens
right?
for a Devil Wears Prada shirt. A small. Now we need to size it up just a little bit for the bigger shirts.
They were cool though.
Dude, they were sick.
Yeah.
They were fucking sick.
Yeah.
I wish we could go back to that right now.
Dude, I know. I wish we could just go back to the early 2000s.
Yeah, dude. I just everything's starting to sound too similar.
Yeah.
You know, the polished is cool. I don't know. Everyone keeps saying they're doing it differently, but it keeps sounding the same to me, in my opinion. And I don't mean that like in a rude way or like a malicious way. Maybe I'm just getting old.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean though, because it definitely takes like the feel out of it, like making you feel like you're like there. You know what I mean?
dude, I haven't slammed a record in a while where I'm like, man, this is taking me away.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, like, my guilty listen right now has been Sleep Token. Like, just because of that, not only, like, the mysteriousness of it, but, like, they're just standing behind the music, in which, you know, some people hate it, some people love it, you know?
That's how it's always going to be though.
That's how it's always going to be. And everyone's just like, oh, not the most loved band in the world.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And you're like, okay, but they're still doing monster numbers. They sold out arenas in 15 fucking seconds, dude. Like, nobody's doing that, but it's all because that you can hear it in the music that the people that are contributing to it actually give a fuck about what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Even on that polished level, you know, they still keep it at like, this is where we want to keep it, you know? So it'd be nice to see more artists do that, or more artists coming out do that, you know, sound more like themselves instead of like what's going on at the time.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So second band, let's pick right back up.
All right, so yeah, I guess like I was saying, Erebus started, or I joined in when I was 17.
Yep.
Erebus ended when I was like 25. I wasn't in a band for about 4 or 5 months, and then my homies, their band, they were called All Goddamn Day at the time. Yeah, they hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to come jam around with us one night?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I went over there to their practice and jammed around with them, and because I was going to their shows and stuff, and yeah, so they invited me over there and then asked me if I wanted to be in the band, and then I learned their songs within a couple of weeks, and then played my first show with them, and then yeah, kind of just kept going with them for the longest time.
How long was that?
So that, I think I played with them for about 8 years. Yeah.
You're not a band whore, are you?
Not really.
Dude, you're like loyal as fuck. He's what you would call a band baddie.
Band baddie.
In it until it's done.
Yeah.
So would you say like every project you've been a part of is just basically come to its natural end? You're just like, dude, there's no way we can keep it going. Like, you know how it goes. You know, you could see the signs of the end. And I know when people are just like trying to beat a dead horse, and that's, you know, no offense, but that's kind of how I felt about Preacher. I was just like, I was ready to let go.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody else, you can kind of see it was like the same thing. And it was just finally, I felt like I was grown enough to be like, dude, it's okay. I'm confident in myself enough to go do something else. Let's just let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go, Nate. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody will be happier for it.
Yeah.
They'll survive.
That's
You know?
definitely how it was for Erebus, like, because Erebus was like my baby. Like,
Yeah,
it was hard to let go.
If I had to come clean, I would say I was such a bitch about Fashion Vice ending.
Yeah.
Like I cried through things.
Yeah.
Told people to never fucking talk to me again.
Yeah.
That I didn't really mean it. You know what I mean? Because it was like your best friends, but
Yeah.
you were so fucking hurt and you wanted it so fucking bad, and then
Yeah.
everybody was just like, "We're done,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "What the fuck do I do with my life now?" Right? It was more of that, and then that comes out, you know. And so I handled that very poorly. I can honestly say that I handled that so poorly. But for those guys to even like, you know, dwindle and come back, that still retain my like friendship after that was, dude, I hold it to them like they did not owe me that at all.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm so grateful
Yeah.
for them to stick around and still talk to me after that, you know, and let alone go contribute to things that we did in the future, you know. And still had fun with a lot of things, you know what I mean? It's just with great passion comes great, what you would say, a lot of personalities.
Definitely.
And mine just happens to be the craziest. So
Yeah.
when you're the Joker hanging out with the Justice League, you know, everybody's constantly beating the shit out of you, you know, but sometimes you have some good ideas.
Right.
And that's why they keep you around. But so you didn't have any blowouts like that. You handled it like a man. You're like, dude,
Yeah.
I bow out
I mean-
gracefully. I'll just start something new.
Yeah, I did have a vocalist that he got pretty sour about because I kicked him out of the band. He had other things going on, and yeah, he was like bailing on a bunch of shows, and so I told him, like, you know, like we didn't need him any further, and he ended up like stealing all of our music. So
How painful is it to kick someone out of a band?
I felt terrible. You know what I mean? But I was just trying to do what was like best for the band. Like we still wanted to keep going and everything, and
Another
yeah.
real statement. I'm gonna put a real statement calculator here from Jared Elbers. Ding. Yeah, it does hurt. Like it feels, I don't know, like worse than a breakup, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, he still doesn't like really talk to me. Like I see him and I'll still say what's up and shit, and he'll just be like, "Hey."
How long ago was this?
Shoot, that was probably about 10 or 11 years ago.
So it's 10 or 11 years ago. If you're watching this, it's time to make up.
Yeah.
The decade's gone by. We're different people now. Okay? We
Right.
always mend these things.
Yeah, come on,
And if
Mike.
you guys want to come on this show and have me mediate like Dr. Phil, I could do that. I could do that all day. But time's too short to not amend the things with the people that actually do give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the worst at that. I'm like king of cutoff, but I have to because I'm also very mentally not okay about a lot of things. So it's to protect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was the second one. We kicked out the singer, and then did that start the third band? Is that how that worked?
Kind of. We tried out a few different members and we played around for a little bit, but yeah, things weren't really lining up, and that's kind of when I had to like make the decision that I had to like move on.
Okay.
So, and yeah, I was just gonna do the like not being a band for a while, and then eventually, yeah, Chase and my buddy AJ, they both hit me up and wanted to play. So
Wanted to play.
I wanted to play.
And
Asked me if I could come out and play.
and then what was this band called?
Grimace.
Grimace.
Yes.
I like saying that.
I know.
It's almost like Grimace, but it's Grimace.
Yeah.
So
Everybody thinks of the fucking fat purple thing on McDonald's, you know?
what is that fat purple thing called?
That's the Grimace.
That is Grimace?
Yeah.
Why did I not put that together? Is that intentional?
No, it wasn't. As far as
wasn't?
I know, it wasn't.
You guys could have had the hardest merch,
I
dude.
know, yeah.
Did you do that? Did you
No.
put the Grimace on there? Like
No,
metal
we
font?
didn't.
Like big purple dude?
We never did. We should have, though.
Bro. Might have to make that.
Yeah.
Feels like an exclusive drop, bro.
But Grimace was cool though, because it was like really unique band, and a lot of people loved us because like we had the like fast, thrashy. We had like kind of metalcore vibes going in it. We also had like, because all of us are like different background musicians. I was more metalcore. AJ was more like thrash, old school metal. And Chase, he's like a pop punk guy, and our drummer was like a reggae drummer. So all of that together, like we came up with some pretty fucking cool shit, and a lot of people
Latin
loved
beats
it.
on that, like some Latin beats and some thrash, dude.
It was cool.
That's sexy, dude.
Yeah.
What happened
with the band?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of ended up dying out. Towards the end, we weren't really.
Yeah, when you say
practicing.
dying out, you said this a couple times now.
Mm-hmm.
Give me more elaboration on that. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we had people that, like, we had a member that wasn't, like, showing up all the time. And, yeah, we weren't really doing many shows at the time. And me and AJ, we wanted to start playing, like, more metal stuff.
Okay.
And so we, like, started Beast Infection then. That was, what, almost 3 years ago?
So you went right from Grimace to Beast?
Yeah. And yeah.
So you know I like Beast Infection. You know I like to get infected.
Yeah. I think we played our first show with you guys.
Dude. Yes.
Yeah. You guys were playing.
Yeah, dude, I think it was like the minute you told me, like, I have a playable band, I was like, you're on. Like, What are we doing? Where are we going?
Yeah, we only had like 3 songs.
I would say, dude, that was like my favorite thing about Preacher, though. Like, that whole run was like anybody that I guess like helped us out or was like a fan and like got into music, we like never forgot that shit, and we were always the first to like try to bring that back out or like repay that favor or show how like grateful we were by like putting people on shows, like even if the genre didn't really match, but we were just good friends. We were like, nah, dude, like we want to like introduce you to our crowd because like thank you, we were so thankful for everything.
Yeah, and you guys got us up here, and we really appreciated that because we hadn't played Reno in a long time.
That was zero question. I remember like when we were like putting it all together, it was just like I was like Beast Infection, and I was like, and then we'll find the other bands, and everyone's like, what? And I was like, that's just how it's rolling, baby. Yeah, because like dude, you took care of us so much, like going out towards Bishop to get us out to where we spent so much fucking time in California. It felt like just for nothing, dude.
Yeah.
No offense, sorry California, but it's just like they either like you or they don't, you know. It takes forever,
right?
So but yeah, no, it was always a good time. Thank you for those memories, dude. I hope to make more.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, thank you for everything you've done too.
Dude, I didn't do nothing. Just
you've helped us out.
just existed, bro. Just existed, little smidgy piece. So Beast Infection, tell us that whole formation. What happened? What's going on with that?
So yeah, me and AJ wanted to start this metal band. I have a buddy down in Bishop. His name's Kyle. He's our vocalist, obviously now. And we were talking about like starting stuff because I heard he had done like some pretty crazy greta rolls and some pretty gnarly fries, and so we got him over, and he's over there screaming around, making a bunch of noise, and me and AJ were just like sitting there like, holy shit, like dude, he's a fucking beast.
He's such a sweetie pie.
Yeah, he is.
He's the nicest dude.
He's a sweetheart. I call him Kai Kai.
That's how you know you're gonna die in that pit. Is how nice, like, and nasty the vocalist is, that they come up and go, hey,
right?
You're gonna fucking die in that pit.
Yep.
And it's not fake either. None of these guys are fake, dude. They're just genuinely like happy to be there. We're just happy to be there, dude.
Yep. So
genuinely.
So yeah, we had him over there, and then we were trying to get something going together. I heard there's this kid that's a killer guitar player in town, and my cousin actually introduced me to him. He works with him, and we had him over, and he was just fucking ripping, like shredding hard as fuck. And we were like, dude, do you want to like play with us? And yeah, he joined. And then at that point, we were looking for a new drummer or looking for a drummer, and the first person that like kind of popped in my head was our drummer Andre, and he played in Erebus for a little bit with us, and he came over and he's just fucking off the wall drummer, and yeah.
And this is all in Bishop still.
Yeah, and we asked him if he wanted to join, and he's like, I'll think about it, and give me a couple days to think about it. A couple days rolled around, he hit me up, and he was like, dude, I'm down. And he hadn't been playing music for a long time, so he was stoked to.
Then he was well rested, huh?
He was well rested. Yeah, his little legs were.
You got to be careful with those guys. Mm-hmm. Those guys will beat your ass.
Yeah.
They be playing too fast.
Yep.
Slow it down.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just happy to be here again.
That's kind of how Beast Infection started, and yeah, we're stoked on it.
So. You did walk away from Beast Infection, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I kind of had a mental breakdown a couple months ago, and yeah, shit wasn't really going the way that I wanted it to in my life.
Let's talk about that just a little bit, because our show is always and will be dedicated to men's mental health, and us musicians have a lot to talk about on it. Yeah. Did you think... with like trying to play music and having to be so vulnerable all the time through it, out of those monstrous amount of years, that maybe played the biggest toll on it?
No, it definitely wasn't the biggest toll. I mean, it had a little bit to do with it, but to be completely honest, like, it was just like having my heart fucking completely crushed every day by somebody that I loved.
So yeah, a lot of people don't talk about like that aspect of like trying to be an artist, as far as like it could be friendships, it could be relationships, it could be your family. All that stuff weighing on you goes right into your art. And it makes it impossible. And it's funny when you say it like that, because it's like now you're taking this negativity, I can't talk, and now you're putting it into something that you love the most. And that just like, it makes it hurt. It makes you like not want to do it at all. So probably you're just pitted, you're like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah,
I need to rethink this shit.
Yeah. And also it was like a part of my sobriety too, because like music and alcohol always kind of went hand in hand for me.
Fuck yes, it does, dude.
And so like also like I was thinking like, dude, I can't be around alcohol. I can't be fucking in bars playing shows, like, or else I'm gonna fuck up.
Real shit.
You know what I mean?
Real shit counter. Real shit Jared said counter. We're gonna add one more on there. Bing. Dude, you're saying you just speak the truth, and it's amazing. So talk to me about like how long have you been sober?
I've been sober for 8 months now.
How are the first 3 months for you?
They were really, really fucking rough, and I mean, it still is. Are
you comfortable talking about it?
Yeah.
So walk us through those first 3 months. You're like, hey, I'm setting the booze down. Do we go like cold turkey, or we're like, hey, we're just drinking on the weekends, or like, I'm just gonna have a drink with dinner, or we were just like, you know what, it's done. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, it was pretty much just like I was doing coke and just getting fucked up like every fucking day, and also just dealing with a lot of like emotional tolls, and I got tired of waking up feeling like shit every fucking day, and like I felt my body shutting down on me, and I had to quit. Like I knew it was killing me, and I felt it. So that's when I was making the decision that I had to quit.
Are you religious?
No.
None at all?
No.
Do you believe in anything? Like, do you identify as anything?
I've been going to to our Native American sweat lodges, and that's like really spiritual, and I feel that that's like helped me out a bunch too.
So I know on the last show we did, with our boy Dave, he talks about also just like not being religious whatsoever, but having like epiphany. Like he was just woke up one day, he was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Would you say that was like the same thing?
Yeah, that was the same thing, because I wasn't even like going to sweat or anything like that yet.
Was it like an internal?
Yeah, it was like internally. I felt it, like it was just time. I had to. Like if I didn't, I feel like I probably would have died already.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah, me too.
So the only reason I asked that question, right? It's not to like bag on religion or anything like that. It's just like to see fortifiable dudes that have pulled themselves out of very, very bleak situations. It is often common that it is through like a higher power. But you're the second person on this show that has found perseverance without any type of religion.
Yeah.
Other than finding it after the fact that you made that decision for yourself, and you're like, now I'm starting to fuck with this.
Yeah.
You know, that's a testament to a human being, in my opinion. It's fucking amazing. You know?
Yeah.
So, what was the first thing you noticed when you're getting sober in those 3 months? What's the very first thing you're like, oh, I'm paying attention to that now?
Honestly, just like being more alert and just all around feeling so much better and not waking up with a hangover fucking, and also like having like that, like even if I didn't do anything stupid, like while I was drunk, I would still wake up the next day and just feel like a total fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, so just like feeling better has been a huge role for that. Like I haven't felt this good in my whole life physically.
That is very wonderful to hear.
Yeah, like I've lost, since I quit drinking, I've lost almost 100 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah, I was fucking hefty, dude.
100 pounds.
Almost 100 pounds.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yo. So, fuck. When? How?
Dude, as soon as I just stopped drinking, it just started falling off.
So within 8 months, you've lost 100 fucking pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I started out I was at 346 pounds when I quit drinking, and now I'm at around 246.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's also been like a huge motivator for me too, is to keep losing weight and
have you been
look good and feel good and
working out?
Yeah, I was working out for a while there. Like I said, like I was going through some really heavy heartbreak, and I've kind of fallen off of it since. I do plan on going back in there. It's been hard for me to get back in there because we were doing it together.
Bro, you gotta be so motivated to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Dude, like we have a cast member, his name's Steven. We all call him Hulky. That man's just like lived at the gym for like the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And you can feel it, you know, the man has his own orbit, like, and you can't get too close to him because like it's like a magnet. He has his own gravity pull. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And if you go to smack him on the chest or like, you know, give him like a high five, it just goes right. I've never seen that shit, like the light bends around him and shit. It's very wild.
Yeah.
But to have that type of dedication is,
dude, it's hard. Hard to stick with it.
That dude's mental is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, dude's just a brick house, like from top to bottom, even mental, dude. Like his overcoming of shit is just, it's so impressive, and I'm so proud to like have him as a friend and be able to call him when I'm low. I'm like, because he'd be like, shut up, fat bitch, and I'm like, okay, I feel better now. You know, not in like a rude way, but it's just like, you know, like he's just a testament. Like, get your ass out there and fucking move. You'll be okay. And you're like, yes, thank you. Sometimes you need people to kick in the ass like that, you know.
Yeah, I do plan on going back in. It's just I'm trying to clear my head of everything still.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely, absolutely. So, healthy coping mechanisms. What are some we've developed since we've gotten sober?
To cope with it?
Yeah.
Like I just been playing a lot of guitar on my own.
Nice.
Like I said, going to sweat lodges helped out a lot. being around people that are like-minded and everything, and honestly, work has helped me out a lot too, because like it feels good not to go to work feeling like shit.
Dude, like your work ethic goes like tenfold.
Yeah, like,
and you're like, dude, I can do this shit in my sleep now that I'm sober.
Yeah.
And you're like, I need something now more like.
Yeah. And yeah, so like also like I picked up drawing and stuff too. So like when I would be at home bored, I would just go out and fucking get drunk with people or fucking go to the bar or whatever. But now I just chill at home and draw or play my guitar, and I can definitely feel that my guitar skills are starting to increase now that I'm sober too.
Awesome.
So I'm not as shitty guitar player as I was. I guess, I don't know.
It does pay off.
Yeah,
it does pay off. No, those are some wonderful recommendations for like healthy coping mechanisms. Like I said, if anybody watches the show, it doesn't matter how many times we say it, dude. It just needs to come from the right person. If people just happen to catch it, we want them to, so they can start developing themselves. Because we've noticed like way more people, even in our circle, just getting sober, which has been very cool.
Dude, it is so good to see like more and more people getting sober. Like even in Bishop, like I'm starting to see that more, and it's
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
It's like
I like
it's
that.
nice to meet the real you.
Yeah.
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 Unfortunately, I'm still a cartoon character, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, he's sober now. He shouldn't be as quirky and fucking weird."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, okay, it wasn't the booze."
I feel like I've definitely turned into more of a recluse since I've quit drinking. Cause
I mean, talk about that too, because we talked about that in the car. As far as like, now that you're sober, it's not only like being around it, like, because it's like you look at it and you're not supposed to have it, and when people tell you you're not supposed to have something, you want it even more, so self-control goes out the window, and then one person just tells you, you'd be all right, and you're like, I'll be all right. And so that's hard when you don't have any self-control.
Yeah.
I'm speaking about me, by the way, not Jared, not
Dude,
our sweet baby Jared.
I had zero control when it came to alcohol. Like,
so that's pretty natural when you're getting sober, as far as like cutting ties and like putting your circle small, because you know, in this town or in most small towns, there's not much to do like than just go out and have a few drinks and cut fucking loose, because dude, it is miserable going to fucking work every fucking day.
Yeah.
You know? Like not having an outlet, especially if you're like not really a creative person or like have really anything to do, you're just kind of filling that void, right? But like grabbing a few beers with your friends, making them laugh, and you're having a good time, and you're not really hurting anybody, like you can see how that like that funnel can come very quickly, you know? But stick with it.
Yeah,
you know?
it is getting easier. Like I went over and hung out with my buddies the other night, and
Tye.
And, you know, they were having a good time and everything. And then I went and had a good time, too, and fucking drank my kombucha and chilled.
Kombucha.
And, yeah, I was drinking on some kombucha.
You know that's booze.
Huh?
You know that's booze.
Tiny bit.
See? All right. That's messed up, okay? You're fabricating a sober person. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
Dude, I love kombucha though, dude.
No, I can't fuck with any of that. Everyone tries to like, you know, give me like mocktails or, you know, like, why don't you just drink like a non-alcoholic beer?
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking it for the taste.
Yeah.
I drank it because I hated myself.
Yeah.
You know? And the only thing that made me enjoy myself was having a buzz.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried the NA thing, and it just kind of makes your stomach just feel weird. And it's like, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah. You're not saying, I'm not drinking it in for the nutritional value, buddy.
makes you feel all full as fuck without the buzz.
Yeah, dude. You know how lame that is?
I know, dude.
You know? Because, like, even now, like, if anybody has, like, looked at me because, you know, I also had a coke problem, so everyone always looks like, are you going to do cocaine again ever? And I have to look them dead ass in the face and go, cocaine sober sounds fucking lame, dude. You know? I already have, like, the worst anxiety on the planet that I'm fucking treated for. Yeah. Why would I sit here and just rail lines and be even more panicky, right?
Yeah.
We did cocaine because it lets you drink more.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yep.
having that drip in a Bud Light, like, baby.
Right. That was always the
best. See, this is how I know I'm an alcoholic. And no, I can't just have a beer. When people ask me that shit all the time, can't you just have one?
Dude, I can't.
I need to have 100 at all times.
Yeah, my thing was fucking beers and whiskey.
Oh, dude, yeah, yes.
Like, I fucking love whiskey.
Dude, hard alcohol and like a soda next to it, like a side by side.
Yeah. I was just doing straight shots.
I think, I got to that point because beer wasn't really doing anything.
That woody taste of whiskey, you know what I mean?
The only thing I miss after 2 years of sobriety, and I know everybody's gonna give me shit about this, but I really just can't help it. The only thing I really miss is a Bud Light. That's all dude, I don't know what it is, but just seeing like the commercials, but it's okay. In public, you won't ever see anybody drinking a Bud Light, so it's very easy for me.
I was like a Miller Lite guy. I love Miller Lite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, just
either
ice
that or
cold.
The fucking pork chop in a can.
And you go to any bar because no one fucking drank it, so it was always available, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to entertain these ideas, right?
No more alcohol for me, though.
Zero.
Dude.
Yeah,
like,
I will never go back, bro.
I have it, like, stuck in my head that if I fucking drink again, I'm going to die. And I'm not going back. I left
myself a little bit of fruit at the end of the tree. I gave myself 2 opportunities I was allowed to drink at. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't even know if I will drink at these, but I will tell myself if I did, I wouldn't fucking fall off the wagon. I wouldn't lose myself because of the scenario.
Yeah.
And one is my wedding, and the second is when I win a Grammy.
Well.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You gotta give yourself some goals, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little delulu, you know? Or else you won't fucking dream about anything and you won't do anything about it.
Maybe if I ever get married again. Yeah.
You were married before?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, someone snagged sexy Jared?
They did.
Bro, who's the lucky woman, dude? Why wasn't it me?
Right? Yeah, we were married for 5 years.
You were married for 5 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. How old were you?
I was 26 when I got married.
26?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, so that's not that long ago, bud.
Yeah.
So it's still fresh a little, huh?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable talking about that at all?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know, I know I have a lot of friends that have like gotten married and kind of gone through their first divorces. Me, I still haven't like actually legally gotten married ever. So, and I'm 36. So obviously I'm not a catch.
Sure you are.
I'm kidding. But yeah, what does that process look like? Was it just like, hey, I'm fucking diving in, but then like 5 years later where you're just kind of like, I don't know about this. I don't know if you're my forever person.
Yeah, we were together for like a year and a half before we got married. She was originally from Guadalajara.
Okay.
And I met her at this bar in Bishop, and yes,
that's a weird place. Yeah. Guadalajara. I'm just in Bishop just for.
Yeah, she had family here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Over there, and yeah, so she was like here visiting her family and shit, and then I met her there, and then we hit it off pretty good, and then yeah, she ended up moving in with me, and then we got married, and I ended up getting her citizenship, and in 2018, my house that was passed down to me had caught on fire and burned completely to the ground.
Jeez.
And yeah, like all me and her had left was like our work clothes on. That's like literally all we had left because it fucking burned everything. Like,
damn, bro.
Even all the trees in my yard got burned. But yeah, that we ended up having my friend Megan. She gave me a fifth wheel to live in until I can like rebuild, and so we lived in this little tiny fifth wheel, and yeah, that like kind of was the start of the degrade of our marriage. And then yeah, eventually things just kind of went south. She started going and hanging out with these younger girls and going and partying, and then eventually I found out she went to Mexico on one of her trips with another dude, and so yeah, I had to break it off because I don't want to be getting cheated on and shit. Fuck that. That shit hurts.
Damn, bro. Yeah. I don't think we've got to shed any light on the show yet about like that and like how it affects you really. I mean, I know we've kind of like brushed past it, but like what does that do to you mentally as a man? Like where does that put you?
It puts you in a really vulnerable spot, and it's like I mean, I'm sure people on the show have dealt with it and everything, but it's a feeling that you just never want to feel. It's so fucked up, and I would never do that to anybody because I know how it feels, and I never have. But yeah, it makes you feel really vulnerable, and also kind of makes you go a little fucking crazy, to be honest. Like you want to find answers and fucking have some sort of closure to shit.
I'll tell you, if you're looking for answers, you will find them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you don't want to know those answers, though.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. I still don't know the answers, but I'm cool now.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Don't do it.
Yeah.
If you are looking for answers of the person who fucked you up mentally, you will find them. And it will do nothing but hurt you more.
Yeah.
And now you're scarred forever.
That is fucking true.
It hurts, dude. Where's your trust level at with anybody trying to get close to you? Are you still
I still feel good about that. Like, I mean, I still feel like I'm the same person. You know what I mean? Just maybe a little bit more experienced, I guess.
I notice I have like a trauma response to a lot of things, just because of like how bad it really fucked me up mentally, with like my current partner, like my forever partner, and I try not to do it, but it's just like it was so ingrained and like it was so like it affected. I don't know. It's legit trauma. It's just like in there, and you try to like pass through it, but like you go to these genomes and your fucking stomach falls through your asshole. You feel like you're gonna throw up because something happened in the past a bunch of times negatively to you in a response where you thought you were doing the right thing and are bad. You know, so it's just nice to know that you still like I legitimately have trust issues, dude. Like easy right out the gate. I can't trust anybody. I won't really trust anybody anymore, especially after like everything that happened recently with me as well. I just can't do it. My stomach won't tell me, and if I do, I won't even be comfortable in that situation with certain people. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. It makes me sick, you know. So, but it's good that you're not closed up.
Yeah, I mean, like
you still like are trusting and like, you know,
I'll trust somebody until I can't trust them. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
exactly. That's how it should be. Obviously,
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not perfect.
Trust is a huge fucking thing that
absolutely, man.
I really try to, like, I have to be able to trust you if you're gonna be like in my circle.
Absolutely,
I mean?
Right? Because you're passionate. Jared, I would say you're one of those people that wear their heart on their sleeve, you know? That's why I love you for it, because every time I see you, you're just a big ball of sunshine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck.
I think I'm just gonna like try to like highlight you right now. Ball of sunshine, Jared.
Yeah, do it. Bing. Nice.
Dude, so throughout this whole entire thing, man, this is crazy. God, there's so much to unpack. You know, every time I do one of these episodes, it's always like, dude, I learned so much from everybody, you know, and it's so hard to unpack everything just because it's like, hey, don't really have a religion. All this shit happened to me. I magically found a way to get sober, and my mental is not the best, but I'm still trying to fortify it. That's a badass motherfucker in my book. You know?
Thanks, man. Yeah.
That's crazy. You should, like, I don't know. I feel like when we sit back and we analyze it, we don't revel in it enough as men.
Yeah.
You know, that we are legitimately going through this ballistic shit, but still holding it together by pins and needles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and, like, dude, I get called, like, an emotional fucking person a lot. Because, like, I'm definitely introverted, and, like, I am pretty emotional, you know? Like, if I fucking love somebody, then I love them, like, with the deepest fucking love that I have. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to explain, but...
Yeah.
And when I get hurt by somebody, like, it hurts.
Dude.
And it's fucked up. But...
You love with no boundaries.
I mean, all you can really do is just try to fucking push through it, and that's why I'm like so thankful for like music and having the ability to create music, is because that way I can just like let my emotion speak through the music. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not. I don't know how to write lyrics, dude. But I can
Dude,
make sounds.
You send me the demo. You know what I mean? Like when I told you, I hear heart and soul in that. You know, doesn't have to be this polished fucking like know gem or anything. You could take it to a studio and do that later. But like the conception of it, if it sounds like that, dude, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So since we've been talking so fucking much about a lot of things, and we touched on a lot of mental health things and where you come from, which thank you for sharing.
Of course.
But what I want to come down to, like to maybe really cap this off, is to talk about the formula, right? We mentioned at the beginning of this thing, we would dive into that and everything, and I kept telling you, like in the car, like this is the formula, man. Like you're right on it. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's just I don't even have a band. It's just a few dudes just jamming in a room or whatever. And I was like, that's how Preacher started.
Yeah.
Legitimately, we just met up, jammed in a room, and it went further than we ever expected it.
Yeah.
But the formula is, you know what the formula is, Jared? Finding just good friends that you vibe with and able to sit in that room and play whatever instrument and have fun doing it, because it resonates through the music regardless if you can hear it or not.
Yeah.
And that's what people fucking need.
Yeah. Dude, 100%.
They need you.
Yeah. I'm thankful for my friends, man. I mean, if it wasn't for my fucking homies, I probably wouldn't be here, to be honest. And I'm just thankful that they've always been there for me, even like when I have like abandoned them. They've always been super welcoming to me to be back. You know what I mean?
Those are true homies, man.
Yeah.
That won't let you. They won't let you sink.
Yeah.
They just won't let you.
Yeah.
You can get distant as you want to, but the minute you pick up the phone, how are you? Are you good?
Yeah.
Did you need anything? You know, that's rare as fuck too.
Yeah.
So the fact that you get to play in a band with those guys,
yeah,
the formula.
It's really nice to have, friends that I can talk to about shit and they'll fucking listen to me. And
yeah, dude. Like the biggest part about band practice, like at least for me, it wasn't just, it was great playing music and getting lost in the atmosphere, but it was just the banter, the get away from like the day-to-day things that hurt me the most. It just sucks when like you go in that place and that place starts hurting you.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah,
where do we go?
Right.
When there is nowhere left for us to go. That was a Fashion Vice lyric. Boom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's true, man.
But yeah, where are you at now with everything? What's future Jared doing now?
Well, I'm working on this new project. I'm still doing Beast Infection. I got back in the band. They allowed me back in the band. I realized that the music and like the band wasn't my issue. It was just like me. I had to be stronger and just keep myself from fucking drinking and just be true to myself about that. Like it's not the music's fault or like being in a band's fault. It was my fault.
Does the band support you being sober?
Yeah.
That is the most important thing then.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. Shout out Beast Infection. I'm glad you guys worked it out, dude. That's fucking badass.
Yeah.
I am going to put links and information up here to check out all of their music to go. You guys are still on Spotify and all that shit, yeah?
No, we're actually like going to start recording here pretty soon.
Did you take everything off the internet?
No. We haven't had anything. We haven't recorded yet. Beast Infection hasn't.
Well, then I've seen them live too much. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what we do.
But do we have socials up where at least we can start it where they can find it?
Yeah, so...
right here. That's what we'll put here.
Beast Infection Band on Instagram and also Beast Infection on Facebook.
Oh.
Check it out.
Hell yeah. So talking about recording process with Beast Infection, bro.
Well, right now we're just kind of trying to figure out how we're going to record the drums. Everything else should be pretty fucking easy.
You know where you need to go to record those drums. You know where to go.
I know, dude, yeah.
To record those drums.
I know, I need to talk to the guys about that. We should definitely...
And if it's just the drums you need, and you want them to sound juicy, and like a real drum set, you know who to call.
Yep. Terry.
Alan Terry. Ghostbuster. Alan Terry.
He's a man, dude. I like that guy.
The live drums are disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't even go to like a bajillion-dollar studio and get that production. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Sorry, my man's is the GOAT, and we talked about this as far as radius, right? Because we're just like, hey, we're gonna record at the house. That's fucking awesome. That's great. You know, it's the best way to start. It's the most cost-effective way to go at it, right? Because, like I said, if you're putting hard out there, everybody's gonna listen to it and love it. So who gives a fuck? Ride the lightning, baby.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna try to invest in any production, always go with what's close and who's doing the best production.
Yeah.
That's the only nugget that I would always throw out there. You know, it could save you a lot of time, because traveling across the country and traveling very, very far to do an album, you totally can, right? But if you're just starting, it's a lot of money. Because you guys also too don't have that rehearsal that goes through, like when you get your first recording out, play your first couple shows and stuff. That's when you start to get that niche where we're like, okay, we're not going to take up a bajillion hours trying to do this record, because you take up your time, buddy. You got to come back.
Yeah, right.
Like, what do you mean I got to come back? Well, this is in Arizona. And you're like, well, I live in Reno. And you're like, now you're fucked. So don't do that.
Yeah.
But you know what you need to do.
Yep. Yeah, we need to help Alan get those drums recorded.
Line Fist Recordings. There. This is the last time I'll plug Alan Terry. Maybe.
Shout out Alan.
Shout out Alan, dude. Well, so Beast Infection is now currently in the incubating moment, right?
Yeah.
What is the other stuff you're putting out?
So me, my friend Chase, he was the vocalist and bass player for Grimace. Me and him were talking about starting a new project, because my bass player's got a little recording studio. My bass player for Beast Infection, he's got a little little studio going in his house, and he's got his little side project going, and so I asked him if he would record, a song for me or whatever, and he was down, and I talked to Chase. I told him I wanted him to do vocals on it, and he's down, and so we went and recorded, and then we really liked how our first song turned out, and we were just like, yeah, let's just start a new project and kind of sing about chicks and fucking whatever, you know what I mean? That's just kind of how Chase's lyrics are anyways.
Bullet for my Valentine, baby.
Yeah.
Blacka.
And I've always loved Chase's style of singing. I think it's pretty fucking unique and different. And so yeah, we're like really stoked on it. We just recorded our third song that we're gonna put out. Hopefully by next week or something like that, we'll be able to like put it on Spotify and all that good stuff. But right now I just have like a couple of lyric videos out on just on my Facebook, so if you want to check that out.
Tye, after this shooting, I'm gonna give you some free game.
Cool.
I've been working on a lot of like, if I were to return the industry, how I would do it this time. And I think it would be very beneficial for any like local band starting, you know, just to keep your pockets healthy, but like also go into like where it's going to help you the most and how to structure it out and be like,
yeah,
not for you, for Jared.
Yeah, me only. This is my show.
I don't know. Maybe I'll put it out there. I have no idea. But yeah, no, there's a lot of exciting things I'd love to talk to you about on that.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So Beast Infection, incubating, new project out there. When is potential for a show looking like? Next year? This year?
I'm not really sure if we're even gonna do live shows with a new project.
What about Beastie?
As soon as we can, we want to get back up to Reno. Like, I want to try to get into the VSB, because I haven't played there since 2015, and I would love to fucking play there.
Do you know anybody there?
So I know like Karina, she's like does the security, I think, and I'm friends with Nikki, I believe her name is.
Yeah.
She does the booking, so I'll probably hit her up soon.
Well, remind me when we're at the show tonight. It's like,
all right, yeah,
because
that'd be sick to play there. I haven't played there since it was Knitting Factory. So
I know it's not my favorite venue. It's just because of the sound. You know what I mean? But I'm so used to, like, God, fucking 20 years of just playing in the wind, bro.
Yeah.
Just shitty fucking garages and just loud, whatever,
Right.
whatever. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Dude, you know who has a really good fucking sound? I thought when we played there was Dennis at the Cellar.
Oh, dude.
Dude, that was fun playing there.
I need to get Dennis on the show, huh?
You should, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dennis would be. I love Dennis.
That would be cool.
What he does for the local scene and just for Reno in general, a fucking straight up G, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out Dennis. But yeah, dude, a little fucking cellar bar sounding like that. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
that
dude.
shit is so tight, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is one of my favorite venues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I just love Reno in general. Like, I'll come up here any fucking time I get the chance. Like, it's basically, it reminds me of a bigger Bishop. So it just kind of has that,
That's
like,
fair. That's
like,
fair to say.
home feel to me. You know what I mean? And I love it because, like, in the metal scene up here has always, like, been so good to me and really welcoming.
Yeah.
And Reno's just always gonna have a special place in my heart and all the people that are in the metal scene.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It's ever evolving and ever changing. Like, it has its cycles. It goes from like hardcore to pop punk to metalcore, and you see these things just rebirth all the time. Deathcore now, whatever's popular.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I try to get up here and go to shows whenever I can, even if it's just local bands playing. Like,
Yeah, dude, I always shout out the Holland Project all the time that I can. Those guys are fucking miracle workers as far as giving and all ages venues, no booze in there, letting the kids come in and just fucking rock out, giving all the indie artists like the opportunity, like just to come on in and fucking slam it down, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just sick, dude. You
Yeah.
know, shout out Brigden and like all that fucking team, dude. They're just so sick, dude.
that's so cool. I like that when places will have like all ages. So, you know, because kids get fucking bored, dude. And then they want to,
Dude, music
let out
saves.
aggression, but,
Exactly.
they don't have any healthy way to do it. And
Yeah.
if they can go to a show and let out their aggression in a healthy way, it's awesome. I
That
think it's
is so real as shit. Okay, this is probably the last thing before we wrap this up. Real shit meter. Jared said some other real shit again. But yes, dude. If I didn't have access to that growing up, I'd probably be in the same bucket. I would just be in a barrel somewhere. You know what I mean? So all these venues that are keeping that alive, I haven't got a chance to. I know there's like one, it's called like 620 Ryland. Tight. You know, I think it's another all-age venue, like no booze, like no bullshit, just come in, play, fucking rock out, hardcore dance, and get the fuck out type shit. So, Reno's always been known for that, which is great, you know. So just keep it going, guys. Like fucking, that's saving the youth, you know. And I just don't think they know how impactful, or if they do know it, awesome. Keep doing it because, damn, bro,
Dude,
we wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
Not at all. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know where I would be if I didn't pick up a guitar. You know what I mean?
No fucking clue, bro. No clue.
But yeah, man.
Well, Jared, do you have any last minute things that you wanted to talk about, that you wanted to mention about your current things going on? Do you want to promote certain things?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just go on my Facebook and check out my new project, we're gonna call it Mummy Lane. It's this, we're naming it after this street that's in Bishop that's like known for being haunted, and like there's like supposed to be like hell spirits out there, and honestly, like, dude, I'll go out there in the daytime and like I'll just get a creepy ass vibes out there. Like it's kind of a creepy area.
Get like felt up by a ghost?
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
feels
pay
good,
extra
but-
for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have any ghost cash.
Yeah. Go out there and get a ghostly quickie, you know.
That's awesome.
But,
cool. Well, I will put up Jared's everything from Beast Infection to, you said Mummy Lane?
Yeah.
Mummy Lane. Everything. Well, I don't know if it's up here or if it's down here. So I'm gonna do this.
He keeps
And I'm
pointing
gonna do
over
this.
there, and I'm just like,
You won't notice it because I'm interacting with it, because I'm gonna edit this later and I always put fun little stuff in here, and he'll know, he just won't know it, but it'll be like, oh wow, right?
Yeah.
Been doing this for probably too long.
yeah.
Self-producing yourself for too long will make you a fucking madman. All right.
I bet, dude.
You see that Bo Burnham special? Bro, that's like, well, I'm close to that. Like, look, I already have my safe sound space. You see the piano setting up, dude. So it's not gonna end well for me here. But I love you tons, man. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done just for me personally. Even coming onto the show today to talk about yourself, letting me to share some conversations about myself, getting to know you more, putting this out there for any other gentleman that just, is going through the shit, needs another dude to kind of fall back on. If you don't want a bunch of just fart jokes and fuck around podcasts and that type of shit, like, here it is. This is some real stuff just to plug in your ear, maybe learn some things, get motivated, and also help with I'm sorry, but men's mental health is what we focus on here at the moment. If it gets any bigger than that, we don't know, but once again, we are a $0 organization, and we try our best to donate our time wisely. So
can I just add one more thing?
Fucking here we go.
Yeah, if anybody's like struggling with mental health issues, like, just try to stay strong. And if you need anybody to talk to, like, you can message me on Messenger. Just hit me up, Jared Elbers, on Facebook. Like, seriously, my inbox is open, and I'm down to lend my ear. I mean, I may not, like, provide good advice, and I don't want to, like, provide unsolicited advice, but just hit me up, and I'll listen, straight up.
Okay, that was the last real as shit thing. We're going to put on the real shit meter that Jared said. Bing! Because it always is true. We always put at the end of these episodes that we would rather hear your stories than attend your funerals. So, nothing realer than that. Reach out, whoever it is. If you just need to talk, sometimes that will save your life. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Nate.
Sorry. Thank you for coming on the show.
Of course. Love you, man.
Love you guys. And this one is wrapped. No.
If you or a loved one is having a hard time, please reach out and get some professional help. Here are some links to get you guys started. We would rather hear your stories than attend your funerals. The world is always a better place with you in it. Now, as you wait for new episodes, please follow us and our affiliates. We love you guys. Keep your heads up.